Hello. There's nothing like having free time. In this case, sort of 7 minutes of free time where I went, what can I do? And then I went, it's May 1st. And I had a whole thing at the beginning of this year that I was going to have kind of goals list and kind of doing check-in videos, talking about, you know, what have I done this month? What am I going to do next month? And stuff like that. And I completely fell off the wagon on that. And a part of that, I think, probably has to do with, my mother dying, um, my getting a puppy, and just sort of general not feeling that great, That said, so let me do a check-in. Let me just start off with, in this video, just doing a check-in with April. What happened in April? How did April go for me? And I sort of went, okay, let's start off with the positives of, I got the car serviced, which for me is definitely an accomplishment. It's one of those things that should get done regularly, and it does not, but I got it in and got serviced, and that's all really good. So I'm very happy. I'm happy about that. I got my first COVID vaccination, which is a little bit more bump off the log sort of thing, because I do it through work. So it's basically, but the thing is, good for me. When I got the news, got the website that I could go to as a kind of low level healthcare worker, as a community support worker, working in a an environment of residents where there's all the residents are together. We need to get vaccinations, so we're protecting the residents. They got their shots, their first shot, because in Canada we only get number one shot at the moment. So yeah, got on the website, said, hey, yes, they called me, they booked it, and I went in and did it. Woohoo! But yeah, it's good accomplishment. Good accomplishment. Important one. For me, also in the professional realm, is getting my food safe and my first aid both came up this month. And I think the last time I had this, there was a whole rush, and I ended up having to take a couple of days off because I left it too long and things like that. So good for me. I actually, once I got that, I fairly quickly got myself booked in for the first aid, which and the food safe. Food safe was easy. It was just all online, so I just clicked it off during a week. That was good. But good for me. Got everything done day by day. I kind of worked through that module, and then for the first aid, it was half online and half in a classroom, all masked up for 6 hours in a classroom with a bunch of people. But did all that, got both of those done. Certifications I've been given to my manager. I'm all good to go. So that's some good professional stuff to do. On kind of a self-care thing, I did two things. The first is I took a break from BookTube, starting on about kind of the middle of the month, on the 12th of April. I took a break, decided I'd take a break from BookTube, and I thought, maybe I'll do it for a week. And actually, I'm still in the midst of it. I think I might this weekend start putting some videos on my public channel again, and then probably having interactions. But yeah, I think so. I don't know. We'll see how I'm gonna be thoughtful about how I go forward on BookTube. But so yeah, I took a break. No watching BookTube videos. No putting videos up or having to do comments, because I have trouble with comments. There's many videos on that. So, but that was a positive thing for me, because I was just feeling really stressed, and a part of that stress was coming out of what I care about and what I was investing in, and I just needed to take a little step back from that and enjoy the stuff that I do actually enjoy about BookTube, which is obviously is this yakking at the camera and making the video. So I did that. In conjunction with that, at the same time, is I decided to start using this wonderful device here better, which for me, because I wasn't getting reading done at nights. I wasn't getting reading in the mornings. I was spending all my time watching videos, and not all that was BookTube. It was also just stupid, kind of, not stupid, but entertaining, empty calorie videos, which are fun in moderation. But I was not doing moderation, so I decided that I would just put the phone in, leave at when I went to bed, put the phone in the office here, and that I would get into bed. I have been kind of backsliding in the last little bit of I've kept the earphones in and I've listened to something and while I was eating my snack and then turning that off and reading a bit. I think I want to get back more into hard shut off everything, earphones and everything just goes in here, wireless earphones, so you can wander off. But yeah, I did that, and so like I leave it in here, and then it's only after I've had breakfast and I've had my tea, reading at the moment Don Quixote all the while, that I then retrieve the phone and start doing it, and that's led to being more present for Ja. That's led to a lot of more reading, and just kind of a more measured, happier life, which is I think is quite a great accomplishment for me for April. I'm still a neurotic mess, but I'm a happier neurotic mess. Hooray! So that's probably my April wrap up of what I've got done this month. And yeah, I'm on the balance pretty happy with it. Yeah, half of April was not. I was frantic. I was kind of miserable, and that so a lot of that comes around my hobby of booktube, um, and just electronic use in general. So it was good to kind of try and say, hey, what can I do to get a handle on this, and what's like a really simple small step that I can make, and how much, and then I'm surprised about exactly how big of a difference that makes in my life, which that's one of those things. If you don't have to change everything, you can just change one little thing and see what that does. So yeah, so I think that said, my goal um, for today and for today is to probably kind of work up a list, make thoughts about what do I see happening in May. Make a list for May, um, and work on that for so that I've got being thoughtful is always a good thing. And sometimes you got to just dissolve into a puddle, which beginning of March, I learned that my mother had died. And yeah, yeah, it's one of those, unfortunately with me, it's not a big explosion. It's like a quiet, long, drawn out explosion, a quiet crumbling that occurred. Um, and you deal with it. Everyone deals with stuff in their own ways, and that was mine. That was mine. I'm happy that at the beginning of, not the beginning, in the middle of April, I kind of like, okay, what can I do, and kind of go from there. So yeah, I'm happy with that. So yes, okay. So next video, not the next video, but the next video in this vein will be me tomorrow talking about, okay, May, what can we do? What can we do in May? What little choices can I make? Because making little choices add up, and that'll be good for me. All right, more videos later.